Welcome to Grassroots Shakespeare London's celebration of Shakespeare 400 with GoPro, Twitter and Periscope. I've got an amazing treat for you guys right now. We're live, it's 6 o'clock. We've now been going for a full 12 hours. We've got another 2 slots to go. And right now, I've got a real treat. This is Jim Conway performing Malvolio from Twelfth Night. And he's actually running for another 3 weeks at Leicester Square Theatre. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. Tweet, share, show us your love, ask us your questions. We can have a little chat with Jim at the end as well. Thanks, guys.
What employment have we here? By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Oh, her very phrases. 'Tis my lady, to whom should this be? Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know what follows. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio. I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife. With bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why? She may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. But in the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly. Malvolio, why, that begins my name. But there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does, and then I comes behind. M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet, to crush it a little, it will bow to me, for all these letters are in my name. Soft. Here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand revolve, in my stars I am above thee. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember.
What is happening?
She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this that my lady loves me. She did commit my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be proud, strange, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised! Here lies a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence still smile. Dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
Guys, that was the amazing Jim Conway. Jim, come and join me. So just say hello to everybody on Periscope. We're live now.
Hello. Hope you're having a good Shakespeare day.
So Jim, just a little bit about what it's been like to play Malvolio.
Malvolio is a great character. He's such a great character, and he's just the arrogance of the man. He's just It's been fun to do, and it's taught me a lot about It's taught me a lot about puritanical people and how they hoist themselves by their own petard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fascinating to watch through rehearsals. You've changed and evolved, and you've really moulded him. Was it a character that you found difficult to find at first, or was it something that you had a sort of a notion of what it should be before you started?
I think a lot of the time, any Shakespeare characters you play, you know, you can have a hard time with them because they can make you confront you. There's a lot of, you know, it's a well-worn cliche. They say, you know, you don't read Shakespeare, he reads you. But it's true.
Yeah.
It is true, and it depends how deep you want to go and how far you want to go within a character. But he worried me to begin with. He did worry me to begin with, and the letter scene worried me to begin with in a way. But do you know what? Just working with great actors at Grassroots and getting good feedback from the scenes that we were doing, because we direct each other, was that was the breakthrough for me. And it's odd. It's still for me. I think it's work in progress, and I look to discover more of Malvolio every time we do the show.
Well, I've definitely seen.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Well, what's your from the viewers? What's your favorite Shakespeare line?
My favourite Shakespeare line. Wow, that's really hard. I would say, just one line, or the speech, or there's a speech from The Tempest by Caliban when he says, "Be not afraid, be not feared. The isle is full of noises, sweet noises that give delight and hurt not." It's one of my favourite ones. It makes me cry.
Yeah, it's great. No, I think I've seen audiences absolutely loving your Malvolio. There's always a surprise when watching you. There's always a new discovery. And it's been such a pleasure. It's been such a pleasure to see that come out in Twelfth Night. And I think we have another question from a viewer.
Yeah, viewer asking, what is it like to perform theatre in the streets of London compared to on a stage?
What's it like to perform in the streets of London?
Well, with live theatre, there's no escape. When you're on the street, you're on the street. There's no escape. You can't duck behind a curtain. Yeah. So, but it's a great buzz. Live street theatre can be, but also being on stage. You know, being on stage is probably one of the biggest buzzes. And doing Shakespeare, saying these lines that are 400 years old, you know, it's eternal, and you feel part of that. It's nice to be eternal.
Jim, thank you very much. I'm going to let Jim get back because he does actually have a show this evening. If you guys are around, all you guys watching us on Periscope, following us on Twitter, and with GoPro as well, please do come and see it. It's definitely worth a watch, and I'm sure Jim will agree with that.
Absolutely.
But let's let the man get into his costume.
Goodbye now. I'll see you on the green.
And we shall see you in an hour's time. Thanks very much.